Okay, I
What
think
was that?
I was checking. Yeah, because ad aa rahi. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't want any lag. Lag to nahi hai. Okay. Since
थोड़ा
that
सा
is done,
लैग है आदिति. Is it? Are you on Wi-Fi? क्या कर रही है? Hotspot use कर रहे हो?
no, hotspot पे. Should I switch to Wi-Fi? Is that a good idea? करें. Switch करें. Wait, let me see. Oh my god, this ad. Okay, I think better है. Lag है. No.
नहीं, this is better. This is better. जो भी करा है आपने.
This is better.
Guys,
Okay, nice.
क्या हाल चाल है? बताओ जरा. ऑडियो आ रहा है, वीडियो आ रहा है. All check.
Oh my god, Saptarshi is there. Hi, Saptarshi. Hi, Asif. Oh yeah, 14 people. It's cool.
Bonjour. Saptarishi is still in Paris.
I think so, yeah, he is.
Okay.
I think. All right, this is weird time of the day for streaming. I'm not used to this.
Yeah. कहीं ना कहीं मेरे भी मसल मेमोरी में ये था लाइव स्ट्रीम मतलब 10 बजे के बाद. It's like those nocturnal things that you do. चलचित्र का भी.
I swear. This is really weird. Okay, let's see. Audio, video, all good. Thanks, Saptarshi. Thanks for letting us know. He says he will be in Paris for the next 3 years. Lucky.
Wow.
How are things in Paris, man, Saptarshi? How's the COVID situation there? Because यहाँ पे तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही मच रहा है. If I do say so myself. दिल्ली में कितना? Yeah, yes, cases are on the rise. Weekend lockdowns. 2 दिन मिलते थे दिन में to go out and have little fun. वो भी अब छीन लिए गए. So yeah, man. Not so good. तुम्हारे वहाँ पे?
Delhi is crazy. मैं मतलब the only update I have, so I've completely stopped watching any news. लेकिन मैं सुबह उठता हूँ, it's my chai time with mom. तो मुझे डोज मिल जाता है कि बहुत खतरनाक चल रहा है, कहीं बाहर नहीं जाने. So I feel like मैं 27 साल का हो गया हूँ, but in these lockdowns I feel like I am like this man child and I'm grounded. कल I was like कि अच्छा हाँ कुछ भी, I was like oblivious to this entire thing ना कि कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है, ठीक है कोविड है, नहीं क्या बात है इसमें, मैं बाहर जा रहा हूँ, मुझे थोड़ा काम है, 1-2 लोगों से मिलना है. लाइक क्या पता है कितने केसेस आ रहे हैं.
मतलब it's more for them and less for us. उस हिसाब से देखो.
नहीं. अब तो this new strain of COVID, they're saying that 18 to 40 का age group is most susceptible.
But still, man, हम लोग शायद फिर भी recover कर जाएं, but parents and all, they are very on the borderline कि मतलब ज़्यादा severe हो गया, God forbid, then it can get tricky. So let's just
everything okay in your family वैसे मतलब have you seen anything up close in terms of COVID के मतलब कहीं किसी को हुआ नहीं? That's nice.
तुम्हें है क्या? तुम्हारे वहाँ पे है?
हाँ, like मेरे तो mom dad दोनों को हो गया था last year. So
oh my God.
कर लिया मैंने उसको. एक तो ये इतना कूल लग रहा है ना. I'm looking into my iPhone right now और it's in this landscape mode. तो इसके 2 कैमरास और नीचे flash, it's making this smiley सा face. And it looks so.
I have not used this app yet. But it looks good. मतलब the video quality is amazing.
Right?
Good choice.
मैंने भी पहली बार ट्राई करा. I tried with my OnePlus एक बार पहले बहुत. एक तो Android और Mac के साथ आपको अगर webcam में यूज करना है तो it's.
अब तो तुम Apple boy हो गए हो.
बहुत convenient है. काफी cool. But can you see the video difference compared to like webcam?
Absolutely.
Nice.
I think that have got you hooked on this. तुमसे अब मुझे कुछ करना पड़ेगा. Awesome. तो क्या चल रहा है तुम्हारा वीकेंड में? What's happening?
कुछ नहीं यार. Just ये दिन वाला is something. It's different in a strange way. This live stream. But
What do you do usually at this time?
sleep.
You're that kind. Okay, sahi. Awesome. I usually
I mean,
watch
right now,
something.
तो अच्छा
Hmm.
मेरा यूजुअली संडे
Right
सैटरडे
now.
इस टाइम पे आई एम आउट डूइंग समथिंग क्योंकि यही 2 दिन होते हैं टू सोशलाइज एंड डू समथिंग बट अभी तो कुछ भी नहीं है पिछले 2 वीकेंड से so I was just thinking
I
क्या कर
swear.
सकते हैं I read a book but whenever I start reading a book at this time तो मैं अपने आप ही एक पन्ना पलटता हूँ and then I'm like sleepy and then the next thing I know the book is on my face and I'm sleeping.
So do you sleep late at night? Nocturnal होता क्या तुम?
हाँ मतलब आई वुड से कौन नहीं है यार आज की डेट में लाइक आई वुड मतलब हमारे यहाँ पे तो सब लोग इट्स लेट ऑल ऑफ माय फ्रेंड सर्कल दे स्लीप लेट
What
यू स्लीप
when you
अर्ली
say late? When you say late, how late are you talking?
आई मीन उस सेंस में तो काफी ग्रो करा हूँ मैं मतलब इट यूज्ड टू बी 3-4 बजे 5 बजे और लाइक ऑल नाइटर बट नाउ लेट फॉर मी इज 1:30 टू मैक्स 2:30.
Okay, respectable, I would say. Sahi hai.
Yeah.
Good going.
Although I try to get like मतलब 11 बजे सोना is like that benchmark तो मैंने अपने फोन में भी सेट कर रखा है but for some reason यार I don't know what it is can't sleep
And
can't sleep.
are you the kind who track their sleep? तुम भी वो Apple Watch पहन के भी track your sleep and see constant when did you hit your REM sleep, when did you a little disturb when you sleeping, ऐसा
Not
करते हो?
really यार not really. It's all about if I wake up even if I have 10 years कह रहा हूँ 10 hours of sleep and I feel like I'm groggy that means I haven't slept well. So for me to judge if I've slept well or not is how groggy I'm feeling in the morning. Sometimes I only sleep for 3-4 hours, but I'm not feeling anything. I feel fresh. So I don't know what it is like with sleep. But I just don't like the idea of fitness trackers and Apple Watch. I don't think I'll ever buy myself a fitness tracker or Apple Watch.
I'm
What
the
do you think?
same way. Same way. I'm the same way. Like, if I need an app to tell me it's time to drink water, I think I'm not a human anymore. So just plug me into some source socket. I'm through, man. मतलब ये this is too अब वही बात आ जाएगी being controlled by machines and everything. नहीं, not for me. I can't do that.
हमारे हमने कितने लाइव स्ट्रीम कर लिए अभी तक आदित्य आई थिंक दिस इज आवर व्हाट 8 7th 8 स्ट्रीम कुछ ऐसा है ना कुछ
I think
आपको
so.
कोई recurring themes अभी तक like पता चले like since now we are veterans of streaming live there are some recurring themes जो हर बार आते
Oh
हैं
yes. I think audience को भी पता है हमारे recurrent themes कुछ very disturbing for some and very alarming for others is how I
yeah
would like to put it. But yeah, this is a fact. यही चल रहा है. How can we deny it?
so
नहीं वो
are you an early
acceptance.
sleeper do you sleep on time what's your scene like
Yeah, is it subjective? Do you sleep on time? वो तेरा on time क्या है मेरा on time क्या है? I think वो थोड़ा gray area है, but I try to sleep early. But in any case, even if I'm sleeping late, so I do make a point to wake up early. I like the fact that when you wake up early now, you have that extra hour in your kitty. जब कोई नहीं उठा होता है, and you have that whole time to yourself, and you can do whatever you want. मुझे वो बहुत पसंद है that time. I enjoy
so
it.
are you like do you have like a morning ritual मतलब क्या आप कुछ like are there specific things that you do every morning do you feel you are more
These
productive or you
So these days since I think few months now, मैं क्या करती हूँ? I wake up in the morning, grab a cup of tea, and read my book. जो भी whatever book I'm reading at that time. तो मतलब आधा पौना घंटा I do that. उसके बाद I switch to working out if I'm in the mood, and then बाकी the day goes on, फिर उसके बाद you'll have to log in and then the work starts. So before the work starts, I tend to keep like an hour and a half to myself to do all this. जो मेरे को बाकी दिन में नहीं मिलता time to do. So,
काफी सही है यार ये, मतलब this is really nice.
and it really puts you at ease कि हाँ मतलब you spent some amount of time in the day for yourself, on yourself, and then you can do whatever the day brings to you. तो वो 1 घंटा is very precious to me. तुम्हारा क्या रिचुअल है मॉर्निंग टी?
यार मेरा चेंज होता रहता है, फॉर सम रीजन आई एम नॉट एबल टू स्टिक टू एनी रूटीन. मतलब मेरे साथ वही है, द ग्राफ इज लाइक मोटिवेशन का ग्राफ ऐसे रहता है. इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम हियर, आई एम मोटिवेटेड फॉर लाइक अ वीक, आई वेक अप ऑन टाइम, आई डू माय वर्कआउट, आई डू माय ग्रेटिट्यूड जर्नल एंड ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग्स. और फिर वो
Oh,
धीरे
you do
धीरे एक एक
that?
चीज,
That's so
मतलब
cool. है?
हमेशा नहीं, दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग ना, अगर हमेशा करो तो आई सी सम रिजल्ट्स. लाइक वो रिजल्ट्स आने से पहले ही लूज माय मोटिवेशन एंड आई फील माई सेल्फ कि हाँ अब मैं उठ रहा हूँ लाइक 10 minutes बिफोर माई मीटिंग इज हैपनिंग, लाइक द डेली कैचअप, एंड आई जस्ट समहाउ वॉश माई
Oh,
फेस एंड मेक माई सेल्फ प्रेजेंटेबल. तो इट्स वेरी
वो
हार्ड फॉर
नहीं
मी
मैं
टू
कर
स्टिक
सकती.
टू एनी रिचुअल यार.
But yeah, gratitude journaling is very interesting. मैंने एक दो बारी try किया है. I want to stick
हाँ
to it more, but अच्छा लगता है यार when you put on paper कि what are you grateful for. It's nice. It's a nice routine, especially आजकल के time में. It really
काफी.
opens up your mind, its perspective.
नहीं, this idea is really good. मतलब कि you wake up and you have some like at least an hour to yourself, so that फिर जो भी हो रहा है दिन में you
I
are ready to take it on,
can't.
and you don't feel
मैं
like
वैसे तो
the entire day
मैं
went in a haze.
मैं वैसे तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं कर सकती. Like waking up 10 minutes before a meeting, I can't do
Yeah,
that. I'll be
yeah.
lost throughout the day. But वो होता है ना, if one thing goes wrong in a day, you feel like तुम्हारा पूरा दिन खराब हो गया. But that's very bad. I tend to avoid that. So I think वो 1 घंटा अपने लिए निकाल लो सुबह. It's nice.
I think it's the
Okay, what
engineer
are
in me.
yours?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Please go on.
Okay. What are we doing? I won't. Okay, the Dinesh says I won't buy an Apple Watch because I don't have the money. You're not missing out on much, Dinesh. Let me just say.
पैसा होगा
If I
तब भी
if
नहीं लूंगा यार मैं Apple Watch. मतलब why?
हाँ मेरे कभी नहीं आया. If I ever wake up early, I will go back to sleep again. Ishita. ये भी होता है. Oh my gratitude, damn. Ishita is impressed. Huh? Since the lockdowns are slowly sipping in, any suggestions of good series for binging? यार बहुत आ गई हैं. It's hard to keep track. What is good, what is bad. मेरा Succession खत्म होने वाला है. I told you that. I think 2 episodes और रह गए हैं. I'm through with that. And उसके बाद I'm thinking of starting Schitt's Creek. Have you seen Schitt's Creek?
नहीं यार मैंने, but a lot of people have suggested, so it's there on my list.
Yeah.
मेरे को उसके
उसके
मीम्स
बाद
आने लगे थे काफी ऑफ लेट, लाइक अ लॉट ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स स्टार्टेड शेयरिंग शिट्स क्रीक के gifs, and from there I like what is this show I have not really watched till now, and then everyone started talking, you haven't seen Schitt's Creek, you haven't seen Schitt's Creek. It's like okay.
And apparently 6 seasons आ गया उसके. इतना so
Yeah.
much to keep up, but investments चाहिए होती है इसको. I think I'll
सक्सेशन
start.
कैसा लगा है?
अच्छा है. Good. I think last season में the last after 6th episode, it just for me. उस 6th episode तक ठीक चल रहा था. Okay, ये story है. 6th episode के बाद से तो peak it of ना बहुत मजा आया उधर उसके बाद. Second
6th episode
season.
first season.
हाँ हाँ 6th ही था ना, right? The accident one. Not giving out any spoilers. Accident होता है and then the guy completely changes. कितना submissive सा हो जाता है and he starts doing what his dad and the agency doesn't do. वो उसका character shift बहुत सही लगा मुझे. मुझे उस बंदे में ना
Writing
नवीन
यार.
कसूरिया दिखता है.
हाँ.
पता नहीं. He'll be such a perfect pick अगर वो कभी Indian
जब वो
series
शांत हो जाता है ना बिल्कुल कैंडल, और मतलब he is like this completely sad guy, तो मुझे लगता है अरे नवीन
हाँ.
bro.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that. I know this much is true. ये भी अच्छी सीरीज है मार्क रफलो की. I am looking forward to that as well. बहुत वही बात है ना, बहुत कुछ आ गया मार्केट में in terms
बहुत
of
कुछ आ गया यार.
It's so hard.
अच्छा, मेरा आजकल ना
So
सीरियस कुछ देखने का मन नहीं कर रहा बिल्कुल भी, फॉर सम रीजन. मेरे पास इतने सारे सीरियस रिकमेंडेशन पाइल्ड अप हो रखे हैं, बट आई जस्ट डोंट फील लाइक वाचिंग इट. इतना वैसे ही सैड है यार, दुनिया में जिससे बात करो रो रहे हैं.
exactly.
So,
Same, मेरे को भी ऐसा लगता है. Keep it light. तभी मैं Schitt's Creek देखना चालू करना है.
yeah, I
Ending
think
it
I
will be
should
light
also.
on the heart end. देखते हैं यार. तुम्हारा सोप्रानोस खत्म हुआ?
वही यार, वो सीरियस वाला सीन है ना. I'm just putting it off. I'm delaying it. I know the payoff is going to be worth it, but वो last season is still pending.
Last season.
I don't know.
Okay,
I'm
that's okay.
binging on Marvel Cinematic Universe of late. पता नहीं मेरे अंदर क्या हो गया, मेरे को क्या कीड़ा घुस गया है. मैंने सारी मूवीज Marvel MCU की. I just pick up
Are you
one movie
ready?
every day and I
Are
watch
you
it.
ready to save the world from this pandemic? क्या तुम अपने अंदर का सुपर हीरो जगाना चाहते हो? Because that will be great. तो सप्तर्षि, सक्सेशन और वीप साथ में देख रहे हैं. Saptarshi, if you like Veep or the kind of story it is, I think you should start watching. What was that? Thick of It. It's a BBC series. I think Veep udhar se inspired hai, and I think the creator is also the same. So Thick of It is amazing, amazing. तभी शायद मैंने Veep नहीं देखा because मुझे लगा नहीं कॉपी नहीं मैं देख सकती. So Thick of It is one recommendation I would give out today. Okay.
You have seen a lot of British shows, na, Aditi?
Yeah. Yes, man. I love British cinema series. मुझे बहुत पसंद है. I think उनका जो humor है is more my kind of humor because वो बहुत dark हो जाता है. I like that. So
you saw that
I
ceremony
enjoy
जो कल हो रही थी? This Prince Philip की graduation ceremony. I was really digging the background score जो उन्होंने चला रखा था. I don't know, something was playing. I was like, wow, this is so soothing. I ended up writing something when that was playing. It's like, ये कितना productive है.
He was cremated.
हाँ, उसका वो ceremony हो रही थी ना. Everyone was there. Okay. It just popped up in the YouTube recommendation. सबने मास्क पहने हुए थे. I could not figure out कौन कौन है. वो बेचारी क्वीन अकेली सी बैठी हुई थी. So I was just feeling कि यार, I was feeling bad.
वो पिक्चर मैंने देखा था. She was sitting church में एक साइड पे कोने में अकेले. So that was it. They were together for 73 years, something. It's amazing. So anyway, तो आज हम apparently perfumes की बात करने वाले थे. क्या कहना चाहोगे तुम? Perfumes.
What do perfume mean to you?
Luxury.
अच्छा, तो daily you won't wear a perfume, but on specific occasions when you feel like it, then you use it.
Correct.
तुम्हारा? Nice. For me, they are mood. I think. हाँ, मतलब सस्ती perfumes भी हो सकती है, महंगी perfumes भी हो सकती हैं. I won't really relate them with luxury or like the amount of money I put into it, but I would classify it as different moods, right? So if you are supposed to go out, let's say, then कुछ different होगा. If you are just hanging out with your friends or you're going out or doing something else. So I think situation के basis पे depends on the mood that I'm in. उस हिसाब से I think the perfume I have been choosing and have been using.
Okay. तो तुम्हारा कोई एक signature scent नहीं है? You are open to anything?
एक तो नहीं है, but I would say 2-3 है. मतलब so 2-3 है जो कि हर जगह फिर आप you can like mix and match and then you can use them. So you don't need like 10 different perfumes, but I think you should need more than one. अगर कोई कहेगा कि मेरी एक signature perfume है और उसको हर जगह फैलेगा, I feel like that's a little bit of overdoing. You need to have at least 2-3 that are close to you, and then you switch them up depending on an occasion. नहीं तो casual और formal तो होना ही चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से.
मेरे हिसाब से daytime and nighttime are my two categories. दिन में you wear one particular scent, and रात में you wear
Yeah.
a different set. And I also feel कि you should be recognized by your smell. मतलब बिना देखे तुम रूम में एंटर किए और बिना किसी ने तुम्हें देखे वो बोले अरे ध्रुव आया है. That's such a nice compliment, I think.
Yeah.
I'm very and luxury.
I've
When I
been
say
thinking
luxury,
about
it
this.
means
हाँ.
luxury. Luxury to me, I don't necessarily mean कि उस पे कितना खर्चा हुआ है. I mean कि I feel luxurious. Oh, आज मैंने perfume लगाया है.
Yeah.
So when I say कि मेरा मतलब perfume is luxury, बाकी normal during any normal occasion, special occasion को छोड़ के, I use body mists या when I'm working out तो deos वगैरह ऐसे चलता रहता है. But when I want to feel luxurious कि आज special है, आज कुछ अच्छा, आज अच्छा पहना है कुछ, then I prefer to use perfumes. And then perfumes की भी काफी categories होती हैं, right? You have your EUC, EUT, EUPs, so that also factors in when you're purchasing your bottle.
So do you have
much that goes into?
Do you have a go-to when you want to feel luxurious? Has like a perfume or any fragrance stayed with you?
Yeah.
Over the years.
तो मेरा जो my palette stays the same. Brand can be anything. So my palette, the base of any perfume that I choose is OUD. मुझे OUD बहुत पसंद है. That earthy smell, musky earthy smell, वो मुझे बहुत पसंद है. I'm not a fruity person. So citrus, fruity, those are not into. Musky or earthy smells. So OUD is that category जिसमें तुम्हें musky or earthy smells मिलते हैं. So I think I prefer that over other categories.
I don't know, for some reason मेरे दिमाग में ना वो Axe का chocolate वाला spray आया है अभी. Like, do you remember that deo that came out?
Yeah. I do.
Oh man. जब हम like पैसा तो होता नहीं था, you were in school but you wanted to smell nice. I don't know like why, but हाँ, somehow it was a priority, at least for me, to smell a certain way. और उनका marketing campaign is like बंदे chocolate के बन के घूम रहे हैं और लड़कियां उनको खा रही है.
वो correct me if I'm wrong, वो Axe ही था ना जिसमें fallen angels दिखाई थी. बंदे ने Axe बजाया नीचे धरती पे, ऊपर से angels टिके.
Axe ने जितना खेला है ना मतलब टीनेजर्स के इमोशंस में इंडिया में, मतलब आई डोंट नो किसने और खेला होगा. और फिर सब लाइक एवरीवन जंप्ड इन ऑन द बैंडवैगन ना. उसके बाद पता नहीं कौन से स्प्रे आ गए थे. ये मतलब Axe वाज द ओजी, दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. और उनका वो चॉकलेट वाला वो समथिंग दैट इज स्टिल वेरी फ्रेश इन माय माइंड. जो उनका कैंपेन था.
Do you still use it? You still use Axe?
Not anymore.
Okay, that's okay.
I know better now.
Awesome. So what are your base tones when you look for a perfume?
यार I think in terms of base tones मेरे को भी वो बहुत earthy और वो बहुत एक spicy kind of a thing जो होती है ना, I tend to gravitate towards that. Just मतलब like a hint of cinnamon, maybe some musk. Musk is something that I really love. वो Old Spice का भी जो aftershave होता था, I used to like musk. अरे nice. So yeah, so I don't like, and I like so I like perfumes that generally change their palette, like after a while that they are on you. So first that you जब आप सबसे पहले उसको लगाते हो, they give off a different kind of a smell, right? Like a completely different. And then after a few hours, they're still there. So I like my perfumes which are rather long lasting. At least they are on your body for 6-7 hours. And maybe that's probably the reason why I don't differentiate my perfumes into day or night. Because मेरे लिए if I'm going out, then that perfume is supposed to be like उसको उस दिन के हिसाब से classify होना चाहिए. If I'm going out or doing something, तो वो perfume है, and then it's obviously going to change its notes over a couple of hours. So I like जिनका character थोड़ा different होता है.
So what you're talking about ना, the perfume that stays for 6-7 hours वो EUP category के होते हैं. So ये
बेसिकली
भी
तो
कई
ये
लोगों
EOD, AOP ये सारा अपना
EUP
परसेंटेज ऑफ
EUP
परफ्यूम कंटेंट इन अल्कोहल उस पे रहता है ना.
yeah right. So
तो
EUP
EU
is the one which has the maximum percentage of oil fragrant oil to alcohol ratio में I think 30-40% होता है. बाकी में 15-20
वो भी
ऐसे
वेरी
चलता
कर
है.
जाता है. बट OUD जो आउट्स होते हैं उनमें आई थिंक सबसे ज्यादा होते हैं, मोर देन इवन EUPs,
उसमें जो
because
the
they are
concentrate that they use
concentrated.
ना
Yeah.
वो that comes from some tree. I'm not certain कौन सा. It's a weird name. और वो ना अब मिलना बंद हो गया है because it's very expensive. तो वो उसका synthetic alternates use कर रहे हैं. So it's not
Right.
the same anymore. But the original OUD जो थे ना, I remember my Masi used to travel abroad a lot जब हम छोटे थे. तो she used to bring those वो sample box होते थे ना जिसमें कई सारे perfume होते थे. She used to bring those और इतना मतलब थोड़ा सा वो roll on form में थे. So वो थोड़ा सा भी लगा दो ना, it used to last like 2 days at least. अगर तुम्हारा
Right.
हाल ना तो. तो
Right.
इतने amazing. I still remember very vividly कि वो perfumes were the best. And I think गाना भी है ना, how certain smells would take me back to when I was young. तो मेरे लिए
Yeah.
वो scent I think is still prevalent and I still look for those scents whenever I'm purchasing perfume.
I think
Memory.
fragrances के साथ सबसे powerful यही है जो nostalgia associated है. If a certain perfume can take you back to a certain memory, certain experience, certain time, I think
Nothing like
that is
that.
what I am subconsciously also searching for in perfumes. अगर मैं कोई ढूंढ रहा हूँ and if I smell it, so if a person will ask me कि हाँ इसके notes बता, इसके base notes क्या है या फिर इसमें क्या अच्छा लगा या classify it scientifically, no. I think ultimately जो मैं pick करूँगा वो ये करूँगा कि it invoked the feeling in me, right? I got transported to some place or some just somewhere that I felt really good. So I think that's
Agreed.
what perfume is to me. I think that connection.
Nostalgia. So तेरे do you have any luxury brand that you eye out जो तुझे या तेरे पास हो या तुझे लेना हो कि इतने पैसे हो तो I'll buy that perfume. Do you have any such brand?
So there are a couple. So थोड़ा मैंने splurge करा है, बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं करा. So there is a go-to expensive perfume that I have, which I don't use very often. That's a Versace ka EOP, right? And that's been like my go-to bottle for like when I really want to smell very good. So that's been my go-to for like at least for the last 4 or 5 years. But there is this perfume called Creed. It's called Creed something, and it's probably the best perfume out there. It's expensive. I think it costs 20K a bottle or something. Um, right. And I tried it once. I got like this little sample bottle. A friend got me from Dubai, and I just got hooked onto that perfume. And then I went online and I read up on it. And that one perfume, एक तरफ मतलब 10,000 reviews, 5 stars, 5 star, like on these perfume review portals and all. And बाकी सारे like on one side. So this one perfume, Creed, Aventus Creed is what it's called. तो आपने brand का नाम भी नहीं सुना होगा, but they just make this one perfume and this just one bottle and limited होता है, कुछ 300-400 bottles they make in a year. So that's like my go-to कि मेरे को एक बार I wanna buy this perfume.
Luxury. That's so
But I
cool.
think
तो
normal के
मतलब
अंदर
you can spend that much for a perfume. That's interesting.
Yeah, if I'm able to. अभी तक तो नहीं हूँ, तो अभी तक तो I'm just doing with these sample bottle thingies. But maybe I want to be. I won't mind. मतलब if I have money, so I won't mind spending it on that bottle of perfume.
We touched on Axe ads. Any other such marketing campaign for a perfume that stuck out to you? Axe was crazy, I agree. Mainly, I think it was Chanel No. 5. Uska the whole story and how they used Marilyn Monroe ka ek interview ka ek line and it sold amazingly worldwide and still does. I think वो काफी सही था. Do you know the story of this Chanel
No,
number
no,
5?
no, no, no. I know the story
So,
about it. I know it's a legendary perfume, but ad नहीं देखा मैंने. I don't think I've seen the ad.
ad, I don't think ad है. इसका the story was कि Coco Chanel when she wanted to start with this perfume range, तो उसने samples मंगाए थे कि मुझे different notes के samples लाके दो. And
Yeah.
when they got the samples, तो उस दिन उसका she was having a migraine of something. So she said I'll smell them later. And then उन्होंने ना bottles को number किया हुआ था. That this is bottle number 1, sample number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. और उसको number 5 पसंद आया था. And why she liked that was because I think उनकी mother used to be working in a laundromat. तो उसको वो soaps and freshly washed clean clothes का smell, again nostalgia, memory, वो उसको याद था. And that bottle had that synthetic element that used to smell like soap and freshly washed clothes. And that's how number 5 came to existence. उसके ऊपर फिर काफी बाद में later on काफी modifications भी हुए थे. But the original number 5 used to smell little soapy, detergent. So it's such a good, and then I tried it, but not for me. It's not for me, not my kind of smell. मैंने सोचा था because Marilyn Monroe, मैंने भी the first reference I have is from that Marilyn Monroe का interview where she says I wear nothing but Chanel 5 when she go to bed. तो काफी मुझे as a marketing tactic काफी सही लगा था. तो I think perfumes की ज़्यादा marketing नहीं होता.
What's the cheapest best perfume you ever had in your life?
Oh, interesting. Cheapest best. Yeah, I think Zara ke. Zara ke are great perfumes, and they're not that.
But
costly.
Are they cheap? Acha.
Not that costly, huh? Cheap, तो मतलब perfumes के accordingly they are relatively cheaper, economical. Let's not call it cheap. So Zara के perfumes are nice. उनका एक white bottle आता है. I don't know what it's called. That's my favorite smell. Of their lot.
Nice.
तुम्हारा?
I've been meaning to try Zara के perfumes for a while. Never got. Online मिलते हैं क्या? Can you get them online also?
हाँ, yeah, you can. Zara website.
Nice.
And try their roll-on. That's the cheapest.
Unka
roll, and it lasts long.
Interesting. मैं तो what's that?
As a covered में अगरबत्ती somebody said. Which is another nice segue, but yeah, continue your thought.
Guys, मैं simulated सुल्तान नहीं हूँ. तैयब नहीं है अभी stream पे. People are like simulated सुल्तान. अरे सर इधर है comment section में है. Hi Tayyab.
Okay. You were saying something.
I got this bottle of perfume from Miniso, believe it or not. Not perfume also. It's like this deo/perfume thingy. Like, surprisingly good for a daily use, and I've been loving it. I feel like, I don't know, it didn't cost me much. 400-500 रुपए में आ गया था. और again, so I don't like अगर वो बहुत ज़्यादा fruity हो जाती है, अगर उसकी smell और it's very loud और आपने लगाया है तो वो मतलब पूरे room के अंदर पहले smell आ रही है, फिर आप घुस रहे हो and then everyone is holding their nose. So
not to overdo it.
Yeah, I think we've also come a long way. Matlab, in terms of perfumes and choices, the ones that we used to get, like, let's say 5-6 years ago, matlab, take away all of these branded things and like extremely designer perfumes, like in the general public को available थी, I think वो भी पिछले 10 साल के अंदर I feel like काफी better हो गई हैं perfumes generally. अगर Brut याद है आपको? Brut कितना go to होता था यार. Shit, I forgot about Brut. That used to be like a good go to perfume. उसका green वाला bottle.
हाँ, green वाला. I remember that. I think सबके पास होता था एक bottle तो सब घर में मिल जाएगा तुम्हें.
ब्रूट में
Brute was
ब्रूट इज स्कूल,
hilarious.
मतलब स्कूल एंड योर स्कूल का जो भी वो होता था, लाइक ऑल ऑफ दीज पार्टीज एंड योर गाइस आर गोइंग आउट और फेयरवेल्स, इट यूज्ड टू बी ब्रूट. एंड देन उस टाइम पे आपको नहीं पता होता था कि थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे, यूज्ड टू बी and then you're like okay.
I'm done.
Yeah.
That's another thing where how do you apply your perfumes is also determined on कि वो कितना last करेगा. So
Yeah.
they say कि तुम्हें बालों पे लगाना चाहिए. Run it through your hair because they're constantly moving और उनके तब वो notes बदलते रहते हैं throughout the day. And it's
I think applicable for girls, for guys तो मतलब नहीं होगा इतना ज़्यादा. But I think what they usually say is perfumes apply करनी चाहिए जहाँ पर भी आपके heat points हैं body के, so where the blood is flowing सबसे ज़्यादा. So जो आपका हाथ का ये वाला area हो गया, your wrists, right, your neck area. So essentially these are like the hotter like places which are warmer than the rest of your body. So वहाँ से अगर perfume आप लगाओगे तो वो धीरे धीरे dissipate होता रहेगा. It'll start like going out in the air.
Diffusing, yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Kumar Gaurav says Park Avenue Good Morning Dio. The blue one was my favorite. Park Avenue के भी अच्छे आए थे यार. एक white वाली bottle थी उसकी Voyage करके, I remember. That was I used that a lot. I think जब मुझे थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा sense आई थी, then I moved on to that. उसके बाद what's this one brand यार, forgetting, जो major मतलब आपका ऐसे west side की तरह है but it's a little more upbeat. What's the name of this go-to store? Selected नहीं, उनका भी overall perfume selection बहुत अच्छा है. मैं बताता हूँ. Shopper Stop.
Yeah, Shopper Stop.
उधर तो branded मिलते हैं ना, they're like umbrella brand.
उनके अपने भी हैं. Shopper Stop has their own line of perfumes. Which I have used.
Oh,
that's really cool.
I'm eyeing on
so
this.
So for you, the cheapest best is that Zara wala.
I mean, Zara से 2-3 years ago, I purchased that roll-on का stick आता है, and that costed me like 400. I think that's perfect. और वो काफी अच्छा है and it lasts. So I think I would say it's cheap. Is that cheap? Is that not cheap? As it looks like.
It's fine.
बढ़िया. अच्छा तूने कभी किसी को गिफ्ट दिया है क्या परफ्यूम? I always thought कि बहुत ही suggestive होता है ये. Perfume to me. Do I not smell good?
Yeah. बिना जाने आप किसी को गिफ्ट कर देते थे तो परफ्यूम यूज्ड टू बी वन ऑफ दोस गो टू गिफ्ट्स ना. कोई भी सस्ती सी बॉटल उठा के, वो जो 2+1 वाले जो पैक्स आते थे कि 2 लो 1 फ्री. I remember
आर्चीज में आता था. आर्चीज में there used to be a gift pack. Perfume इन साथ में कुछ भी शो पीस or something. वो मतलब that was
all about the bottles at that time. मतलब आर्चीज वगैरह में चले जाओ, फैंसी बॉटल्स होंगी ग्लास की, अंदर माल वही है बकवास. Like no one knows what is in there and you won't like it. But the bottles are really pretty. The bottles have like teddy bear or like something else and like oh so cute, I want this perfume. And that is where like लोगों की preference आके रुक जाती थी ना कि हाँ बॉटल बड़ी सुंदर है यार.
जो कि मतलब अब अभी भी लोग search for good bottles, but अब थोड़ा taste better हो गया. Let's just say.
I mean, good bottle is an add-on for me for sure. मतलब I feel like हाँ it's a collection and then I feel like a little possessive about that bottle. अगर वो खत्म भी हो जाती है. So I have this thing, I don't know if a lot of people do, but जब भी मेरी bottle is like left on these final 3-4 sprays ना, मतलब final layer of perfume, I don't use it. I stop using it. I store it in a corner and it's just still there. And then I like after 2-3 months I open up the cap and I smell it and I'm like, oh, this is it. And then I put it back on and then I keep it back. So I have like this entire row of unused perfumes like जो खत्म होने वाली है और बस मैं उनको मम्मी की नजरों से दूर रखता हूँ कि उनको लगेगा तो she'll be like what a wastage of space यार, उठाओ इनको फेंको. But
मतलब फिर तो तुम्हारे पास बहुत ज़्यादा collection होगा.
ज्यादा नहीं, मतलब 6-7 है मेरे पास that I've really liked, और जिनका मेरे को अब बिकॉज ऑफ लॉकडाउन आप क्या परफ्यूम लगाओगे यार, आप कहाँ जाओगे। सो एकदम से पिछले
और
2 साल में तो इट्स गॉन डाउन लाइक एनीथिंग। पहले आप
हाँ,
ऑफिस जाते थे, यू हैड
yes,
दिस एंटायर रिचुअल ऑफ यूजिंग अ डिफरेंट परफ्यूम एंड यू कैरीड
I
वन इन योर बैग
see.
मे बी। आप वर्कआउट के लिए जाते थे, यू हैड अ बॉटल देयर, सो लाइक आपका पूरा एक लाइफ इज अलाइंड विद दैट दोस बॉटल्स ऑफ परफ्यूम। अब वो पता नहीं कहाँ चले गए,
Absolutely.
दोस गुड
काफी
ओल्ड डेज।
काफी shift, lifestyle has shifted for the worst. But अब body mist आ गए हैं यार. The new invention in this industry, body mist. What are your thoughts on that?
क्या है ये? Enlighten me on this.
Body mists are fragrances, but समझ ली water spray कर रहे थे. Fragrant water spray करते हैं बस. That's it.
तो तू समझ ले क्यों नहीं मेरे को पता है इसके बारे में, मतलब इट्स लाइक सो कि मतलब ठीक है,
मतलब बहुत ही
ईडी हो गया, ईडी हो गया, हटाओ
हाँ
अब एक
मुझे
बॉडी मिस्ट लेकर आते हैं।
बॉडी मिस्ट लेके आते हैं. मुझे बहुत यूजलेस लगा बट पीपल आर बाइंग इट यार. काफी ब्रांड्स आर स्टॉकिंग बॉडी मिस्ट्स नाउ. तो मुझे तो समझ नहीं आता है भाई. जस्ट एन ऑल्टरनेटिव बट नॉट अ ग्रेट ऑल्टरनेटिव. आई वुड सजेस्ट कि स्टिक टू अ परफ्यूम. मतलब परफ्यूम बॉटल ले लो, इट विल लास्ट यू लॉन्ग. अच्छा यार, हैविंग अ सिग्नेचर स्मेल.
Do you have any perfume that you want to buy that is really on your mind, that कि मैं इसके लिए I'll go for this one?
हाँ वही मैं बता रही थी. कोच का एक है. कोच का आई डोंट नो द नेम. दिस कोरल बॉटल कोच का. उसका स्मेल
Is
मैंने
Coach like this expensive brand? Is it like on a scale of, I don't know, like extremely expensive to Zara? Where does Coach lie?
कोच इज एक्सपेंसिव. एक्सपेंसिव है बट ऊबर डिजाइनर एक्सपेंसिव नहीं है इन टर्म्स ऑफ परफ्यूम्स. परफ्यूम बिकॉज दैट्स
Okay.
नॉट देयर मेन प्रोडक्ट. तो परफ्यूम लाइक उनका जो बॉटल आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट इज अराउंड 4-5,000, which is okay for a perfume bottle of a
चलो
brand.
okay.
है
Coach
ना.
के मेन बैग्स होते हैं ना, हैंड बैग्स।
कोच के हाँ brands होते हैं. तो that is one I'm eyeing at. देखते हैं. Let's see.
इंशाल्लाह।
Inshallah. Kumar Gaurav is asking you, Dhruv, fog का ad देखा क्या?
अरे
देखा.
हाँ वही तो, फॉग ने तो मतलब गलत ही बर्बाद करा है कितना ज्यादा।
Okay, they say the reason why body mist didn't pick up earlier in India was probably because fog brought this concept with Imran Khan as their ambassador. That's so mean, yeah. That's just mean.
एक्टर्स का भी क्या सही धंधा चलता था ना यार, मतलब ये परफ्यूम्स के उस पे कितने
तेरा
सारे एक्टर्स ने
तेरा
तो लूट
अगर
करा है।
तेरा अगर एक परफ्यूम ब्रांड होता, who would you want as your ambassador? Who do you think can sell smell?
That's a nice way of putting it. We do think it's a smell. Yeah, I think Arjun Rampal. I feel like that guy can pull off
Hmm,
like some
interesting.
muscular, like those strong bass notes. I think people would buy it.
You say Arjun Rampal और मेरे दिमाग में एकदम से Old Spice की ad चलने लग गई. But yeah, and female for her.
Hmm.
Guys, आप भी बताओ, who do you think would can sell smell?
हाँ, I think Sushmita Singh.
Okay, why? Why do you say that?
I don't know. So when I think about smell, मेरे दिमाग में black and white images आ रही है. So when I'm thinking क्या हुआ?
Somebody said COVID patients can sell smell. Oh God, people are crazy. Shankar, सही चल रहे हो आप लाइफ में. शाहरुख for perfumes. हाँ, तो सुष्मिता सेन से.
Hmm.
Hmm.
ऐसी मतलब I don't know. Came to my mind. Yours? Do you have any?
यार एकदम थिंकिंग अबाउट देम ना, प्रियंका चोपड़ा के हर इंटरव्यू में ना, नॉट हर इंटरव्यू बट कई सारे इंटरव्यूज में द इंटरव्यूअर हैज कॉम्प्लीमेंटेड हर स्मेल, ये स्मेल सो
Hmm.
गुड। ये काफी इंटरव्यूज में हुआ।
Okay.
So I don't know why it came to my head, but I wouldn't choose her as my brand. Interesting question. Who can sell smell? नहीं यार, कोई नहीं आ रहा। Ooh, oh, Lisa Ray? Lisa Ray? Is that her name? नहीं, not her. अरे जो सुपर मॉडल उसमें थी, oh god, what am I blacking out? रणबीर कपूर की फिल्म थी अनुष्का के साथ, कौन सी थी? करण जौहर, ध्रुव, come on, you can do this.
ऐ दिल है मुश्किल.
हाँ, उसमें जो उसकी गर्लफ्रेंड बनती है,
ऐश्वर्या राय.
थोड़ी बिम्बो, the bimbo before he starts dating Aishwarya.
I don't remember.
अरे क्या, क्वीन में जो the French maid,
Lisa Hayden.
Lisa Hayden. Yes, I think she, for me, I think I'd pick her.
काफी specific. Why?
I don't know. Tall, dusky beauties, I think, are my go-to for smells.
Hmm.
I think she would be a good
Interesting.
choice.
And guy?
Guy. If I say Farhan Akhtar, will that be too far-fetched? Because
that
Farhan
would be
Akhtar,
like...
I don't want macho man smell. Okay? I want good, regular, everyday kind of smell. And I think Farhan Akhtar is a guy next door kind of a guy who can sell that smell. क्या कहते हैं? Am I right? और दोनों एक ही
चल
आदमी.
सकता है.
The things I can do with them. So yeah,
Interesting.
it's my pick.
This is also a thing, right? Have you remember, like, her episode के अंदर we do this one thing wherein we ask each other a question के who the actor or actress would be in this situation if you had to do it. हमने कितने startup कर लिया यार, ऐसे कितने couple pairs बना दिया हमने.
Oh god, और अच्छे हैं, might I say, काफी अच्छे pairs बनाए हैं. Oh, somebody says Abhay Deol. I maybe, yeah, can do. But Abhay Deol for very oriental smells. If I'm selling something oriental, तब मैं.
What's oriental? Oriental का मतलब नहीं समझ आता मेरे को. क्या है ये oriental? मेरी मम्मा का ओरिएंटल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी है, मुझे ये पता है बस. हाँ जी.
It's not the same.
You said toes.
Orient.
Toe smell.
Tones.
What did you say?
Orient. Tones. T-O-N. Tones.
What are you doing? Don't give me sign language. What does oriental mean?
उनका tones are different.
अच्छा.
I don't know what particular tones, but Oriental very Chinese, बहुत पुराना Chinese.
ऐसा क्या? So you think Abhidel can pull it off? Oriental sort of a scent?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, something. Thanks, Oriental is amber, they say. Okay, so amber is the tone.
So say they. So it's 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Educate us.
Yeah.
See all the spices.
Unique blend of. Oh, so Oriental would be like more Indian, spicy kind of a smell. No?
Asian. Floral, spicy, vanilla, and woody. Yeah.
Well, this is the best thing. Matlab, these are like the best kind of smells out there, don't you think?
Spicy. यार ये काफी strong होंगे, I think. ये movies will be काफी छोटे. But अभी तो उसको
Let's
oriented.
see some good ads on perfumes. इस पे तो I don't think they'll have copyright issues, no?
थोड़ी देर चला लेना. Skip it. Black opium. Oh God, that's another beautiful smell. Okay. Sold. I don't even know what this is, but okay.
You remember this perfume, kya, Aditi? This.
No. What is it? Show me the bottle. Show me the bottle. ये ad तो मैंने कभी नहीं देखा. That's for sure.
Ad मुझे भी नहीं अच्छा लगा, but this is a very famous. मतलब मैंने बहुत.
Yeah.
Paco Rabanne, right? 1 million. मेरे को कुछ अच्छा मुझे लगा नहीं है अच्छा वैसे साइन. Ad तो बहुत ही घटिया था.
Hugo Boss. Okay. Maybe not.
Ryan.
I know. Okay. हाँ ये Hugo Boss का मैच था. Okay. मतलब तो देख रहा है what are they trying to sell through these ads?
I think there is a pattern here, na, with every fragrance, like sensuality for males at least. लड़कियों के perfumes you won't see it, but लड़कों का है तो मतलब के भाई लड़कियां flat. मतलब that's the biggest selling factor for these. Dior का भी अच्छा था यार perfume ads. Perfume ads best perfume ads. I think Keira Knightley, इसने क्या करा है? She had a perfume.
Cool ads. Okay. Okay. Same.
अच्छा, these guys are also doing it. Girls are also कोई कम नहीं है.
मतलब is that why you use perfumes, क्या? Why this message?
I think that's part of. I think that's part of. But don't you think it's obvious? मतलब what else do you want to? So if you had like a perfume ad, what is it that you would want to show as like the main selling factor?
Depends मैं किसको कास्ट है. Is it a guy brand or a girl brand?
Yeah.
So other.
Let's say it's a girl brand.
I'll be like थोड़ा मतलब not to be feminist or anything, but girl is killing it in her life. वो सुबह उठती है all happy and chirpy, तैयार होती है, puts on a perfume, office जाती है, kills it there in the board meeting, वापस आती है, hangs out with the girlfriends, वहाँ पे she's killing it with a different scent. तो ऐसा something empowering. not कि लड़के पीछे गिर रहे हैं उसको. So मैं तो वो दिखाती हूँ.
I think I'll do something with nostalgia. मतलब मेरे को सबसे ज़्यादा powerful element perfumes का वो ही लगता है कि मतलब there's an ad, so I can imagine it happening.
तो ad में कैसे दिखाएगा? Nostalgia को ad में कैसे दिखाएगा?
अरे सूंगा और उसने वो कुछ अपने बचपन की मेमोरी में चला गया. Something like that. You know, his dad is shaving and he's using some perfume or Old Spice. वो हो गया. Or maybe skip that. You go in black and white, like 100 years pehle and like how things used to be at that time. So me, it'll be all about, taking you back in time, right? When things were simpler, when men were men, right? When, मतलब वो सारे, right? कोई वो वाला सा ideology. हाँ, not definitely chick magnet or anything of that sort.
Agreed. सही है काफी मतलब I don't think recent times में कोई perfume ads देखी मैंने
हमने ads ही देखी है ना since we stopped watching cable television. अब YouTube पे
mandatory YouTube ads देखनी पड़ती है तो वहाँ से ये get चला.
I got YouTube Premium यार मतलब life is so sorted.
Oh, is it? That's cool. Perfume movie, have you seen it too?
No, what's this? Like, is it something shady?
No, people are asking me to talk about Perfume movie if you guys have watched it. I haven't. But I'll look into it. Is it all about sense and nostalgia? Perfume.
The story of a murderer.
Okay.
There's a Perfume movie, the story of a murderer. But how, like, does any movie ring bell to you? या कुछ ऐसे ध्यान में आता है when you think about Perfume and you think about a movie?
I
Not
do think
necessarily
about
talk about perfumes, but
I think about play. Shakespeare का Macbeth, if you've read it. उसमें you know the story Macbeth का. So when Lady Macbeth has murdered the king, तो वो पागल हो जाती है and she's washing her hands, trying to get the blood off her hands, and she says कि all the perfumes of Arabia would not get rid of that dredge that it has.
Right.
So
right.
I think that thought of that. Because Middle Eastern fragrances are great. When you say luxury, I think Middle Eastern have nailed it. Because they use mostly OUD in their perfumes. And I think because I am inclined to OUD, so maybe and Arabian perfumes were known for their fragrances.
Yeah, still are. मतलब if you go, so Delhi के अंदर there is this annual वो होता है exhibition. अभी तो कुछ time से नहीं हुआ है, but प्रगति मैदान में they have this exhibition जहाँ पे सारे countries के stalls they put up. और there is all I remember like very distinctly. मैं जब से छोटा था तो मैं हमेशा जाता था. I haven't gone there in a while. बट वो अरेबियन स्टॉल होता था परफ्यूम सेलिंग का या अगर वो धूप बत्ती भी बेच रहे ना उनकी स्मेल मतलब वो पूरे पवेलियन में डोमिनेटिंग होती है.
And isn't it so luxurious? The smell itself, मतलब कई smells are very बता नहीं.
For me personally, it's a little too much, but I get it. मतलब they definitely grab your attention and it's different. मतलब आप उनको परफ्यूम नहीं कह सकते. मतलब परफ्यूम है भी, but just so different from perfumes in general. They have very distinct identity of their own. मतलब they just have some.
I identify with that fragrance.
Yeah.
So, तेरा कोई आता क्या? Is the shizzle. तेरे दिमाग में कोई ऐसी movie, something, poem, whatever that comes to your mind? Say perfect. ये मूवी देखनी पड़ेगी शायद हमें. समीर हवा का झुमका. कमाल कौन. And celebrity perfumes, do you know of any? जो celebrities ने start किया. I know Beyonce ने start किया था. I think that's the highest grossing celebrity perfume.
Beyonce, I feel like she will also put in a lot of effort. मतलब she won't just slap her name on it so that it sells. You know that she will get into it. She makes sure the perfume is nice. I think David Beckham ने बहुत exploit करा है perfumes को. I don't know, I haven't tried, but David Beckham की at least 50 different fragrances आती हैं and I don't think he personally figures out कि कौन कैसी smell करती है.
एक और question था मेरा. So I always think about it when I'm purchasing perfumes. The guys who get perfume for themselves, वो fragrance क्यों रहते हैं that they like? Shouldn't they be getting fragrances that the girls like, and vice versa for the girls?
मतलब ये तो फिर हम वापस उसी वाले ट्रूप में फंस रहे हैं ना कि you are wearing a perfume to attract.
नहीं. That is for special occasions. Not your everyday life, but माने डेट नाइट पे जा रहा है तो तू would you wear something that you like or would you wear something that your significant other likes?
काफी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है. ऑन वन हैंड आई फील
Yeah.
लाइक कि काफी वो होना चाहिए इसमें, तो मतलब आई थिंक आपकी आपकी चॉइस आनी चाहिए बिकॉज इट्स एन एक्सटेंशन ऑफ योर पर्सनालिटी, राइट? इट्स जस्ट लाइक जो आप कपड़े पहन रहे हो डेट नाइट पे या जो आप परफ्यूम पहन रहे हो, अगर वो उसको पसंद आ रही है then that's a great thing. It's a great signal कि your choices are somewhat, you know, aligning with that person. अगर आप उसको पहन रहे हो, उसकी पसंद की परफ्यूम पहन रहे हो, then it's like you're doing it to make her happy even if you don't really like it. So एक तरफ तो वो वाला एंगल चल रहा है मेरा. दूसरी तरफ ये
ठीक
चलता है
है.
कि हाँ यार, इट कैन बी समथिंग अनएक्सप्लोर्ड जो आपने सोचा ही नहीं था कि दैट यू मे पुल ऑफ या आपको नहीं अच्छी लगी, बट देन दैट पर्सन लाइक्स इट एंड यू गेट गुड कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स और लोगों से भी. तो आई फील लाइक उस एंगल से अगर आप देखोगे तो, बट आई वुड रादर बी इन द फर्स्ट स्कूल कि आई वुड वेयर द परफ्यूम आई लाइक एंड देन डिपेंडिंग ऑन हु लाइक्स इट आई विल फिगर आउट कि हाँ आर दे वर्थ गोइंग आउट विद और नॉट.
काफी इंटरेस्टेड है यार.
है ना?
काफी इंटरेस्टेड.
What do you think? Agar if a guy suggests you to wear a certain perfume, would you do that for a date?
तो it should also interest me now. अगर तुम मुझे कोई अगर वो कोई मुझे फ्रूटी स्मेल पहनने को बोलेगा, even though he likes it, I will not wear it because I don't recognize with that fragrance. अगर वो कोई मुझे
See,
मेरे टोन्स में ही if he suggests something कोई other brand का that I'm not explored, then I'll try that because they like it. तो मैं I
complicated है यार
consider
ये जब when these power dynamics come into play ना, तू बताएगा क्या पहनना है मेरे को. जी हाँ. So it's very complicated, Aditi.
very
Um,
interesting though. Next time you go out, you remember this conversation.
आजकल की जनरेशन ना, मतलब हम लोग इतने ज्यादा इंडिविजुअलिस्टिक है कि मतलब कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता. ब्लैक कलर पसंद है, ब्लैक को छोड़ के सारे कपड़े पहनूंगा मैं अब.
तुम बताओ मुझे. सही है यार. um, Kumar Gaur says, yeah, I used to get my fragrances chosen by my girlfriend. Although we are not together anymore, I still use the same. That's also another sad note.
ये
कि
भी
जब
हाँ, ये तो मतलब,
कितना
और
that's sad है.
ये ज्यादा है, मतलब आई थिंक ये 90% लड़कों के लिए है कि उनको बेचारों को पता ही नहीं होता कि क्या क्या करना चाहिए. तो हाँ ठीक है, ला दिया तो फिर लगा ली तो अच्छी बात है. इट्स वन ऑफ दोस थिंग्स, राइट? कि
And
मतलब
then when you part ways, then you have to stick with that bottle क्योंकि तुम उसका अब क्या
then you
करोगे.
stick with that bottle forever until कोई और
और
आती
जब भी
है
when you
दे लाइक के ये
spray it,
ट्राई करना चाहिए.
and ये थी तूने if you've seen some movies उसमें this used to be a a point where एक फैक्टर होता था जिससे you were caught cheating. आज तुमसे ये स्मेल क्यों आ रही है? ये तो तुम्हारा परफ्यूम नहीं.
यार
Have you seen movies? अरे यार काम भी फिल्म.
कौन सी वाली?
कोई भी काफी मूवीज सीरीज में ऐसा होता है. When the guy comes home not smelling themselves but smelling of something else, then the wife used to get the dinner
एक तो
after.
लड़कियों का कुछ अलग लेवल पे होता है ना स्मेलिंग वाला गेम.
हमारी नाक बहुत तेज होती है, ठीक है.
नाक बहुत तेज होती है. तो
So yes.
जकी कह रहे हैं ध्रुव सर आपको परफ्यूम की क्या जरूरत है, आपकी पर्सनालिटी खुशबूदार है बिकता. अरे
हाय
जकी,
हाय.
हाय
ओहो.
हाय, दिल जीत लिया.
Wow, that's a nice compliment. कुमार गौरव ट्रिपिंग on that. कि तो उसके बाद कोई हुई नहीं बताने. Oh god, that's so sad. ये काफी sad हो जाएगा. But interesting यार, we covered so many grounds perfumes पे. I enjoyed this.
Yeah, this is nice.
Cool man. अगली stream के लिए do you have any topics? Yeah, do you want to wing it like we do?
Although I don't mind winging it, but क्या करें? I was thinking कुछ
I
उठा
was
लेते हैं
thinking
कुछ अच्छे से
कि
यार.
we should talk about upcycling.
What's that?
Stay tuned. We'll talk about it. तो जैसे यार रिसाइकलिंग होता है ना, तो आजकल एक कॉन्सेप्ट है अपसाइकलिंग का.
ओके
रीयूजिंग प्रॉब्लम कई वेस्ट मटेरियल्स, कई चीज़ों का बाय प्रोडक्ट्स, तो उसको कैसे रीयूज करना है. तो रिसाइकलिंग में क्या होता है, द प्रोडक्ट यू ब्रेक इट डाउन,
हाँ
उसके बाद उस चीज़ का यू मेक समथिंग एल्स. तो
ओके
अपसाइकलिंग में यू यूज वट एवर यू हैव एंड यू यूज इट इन किसी और फॉर्म. तो आई थिंक वो अच्छा एक टॉपिक है दैट वी कैन डिस्कवर एक्सप्लोर. ये मेरे दिमाग में था. इफ यू हैव
डन है.
समथिंग,
साउंड्स इंटरेस्टिंग.
है ना, इसमें कर सकते हैं.
या
Okay, the entire concept of movie perfume is classified into like. Okay, okay. Stream से मुझे एक recommendation लग रही है perfume movie which I look into.
डेफिनेटली वांट टू चेक इट आउट.
Yep.
Thanks for the
Thanks.
recommendation.
Thank you everyone. Thanks for the recommendation. All right, it's 4:06. It's time to say
Yeah,
goodbye.
this was fun,
As
Aditi.
hard as it
I
is.
like talking about
It was.
perfumes.
You know.
Yeah.
Are you wearing anything right now? Perfume wise.
No, not really.
No.
Are you?
Yeah, वही तो, this lockdown has killed it. मतलब
है ना? It just killed the
इतनी
vibe.
बॉटल्स पड़े हुए हैं, बॉटल्स देख के मेरा दिल टूटता है कि कहाँ पहने, और घर में भी नहीं पहन सकते because
Let's do a perfume check from next stream onwards. What do you say?
Oh, done.
Done.
सब ऑडियंस को भी बोलते हैं. Wear
ऑडियंस
your
को भी
perfumes
बोलेंगे
and tell us in the
अगली बार.
comments क्या पहन
हाँ
के आए हो.
नहा धो के ऐसे जो लोग नहा कर नहीं आएंगे they'll be penalized. सब परफ्यूम लगा कर आएंगे. We'll do a perfume check with all of you guys. सब ऐसे
Lastly
रेडी
अपने
होके
perfume
डैपर बन के बैठेंगे.
ब्रांड का नाम बता दे. That's the last thing. Signing off on that note. जो
परफ्यूम
तू
ब्रांड का नेम.
डिजाइन करेगा, what would that be called?
No, this is another 1 hour long. You're extending it, huh? ठीक है? Don't blame me.
I'll
Last
tell
week.
you mine.
Okay.
Because it struck me. I'll call it Scent of a Woman.
Scent of a woman. Oh,
Nice movie reference. Thanks.
nice. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah. बाकी यार नहा धो लेना. ठीक है. And guys, keep safe. Please adhere to all the norms and regulations जो भी तुम्हारे states में चल रहा है. And be safe. Wear your mask, sanitize, clean, wash your hands. The usual stuff. We all know.
हाँ यार. Everyone be safe, be good. घर में रहो, बाहर मत निकलो अभी. Listen to your parents. Yeah.
Perfume पहनना है घर पे पहनो. We'll do that for you. Perfume check.
Absolutely.
चलो. This was fun, Dhruv. Thanks. Thank you everyone for joining. Thanks, Dhruv.
Thanks everyone. See you guys next week.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.